So, Conan. And of course, everything freezes. But that's fine, I suppose. Sorry about that, just having some phlegm issues. But the game froze as soon as I started streaming. I'm not maxing out CPU or memory or everything. Let's, I guess, shut this down again. This is really kind of fucking annoying that this is happening right now. Let me see if turning off shadow play will help at all. Let me see if shadow play will turn off. There we go. And Conan doesn't even think it's frozen. According to Task Manager, Conan thinks everything's okay. But we're just going to try this again. There was a patch just today for Conan, but it fixed some kind of issue with joining servers while there are clans that have like thralls enabled. But I'm not really very sure what all is going on there with that. Stream health is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Why? Okay, so we are going to go into single player again, and this may take several minutes. There's a PvE server that I've been playing on a little bit, but it's been bouncing up and down a lot with all the patches that have been happening, and that's pretty frustrating. So we're gonna do some single player because it seems to be fairly stable, and yeah, this seems stable now. Although YouTube still thinks it's getting a shitty stream, and I am looking at OBS and it says it's sending a lot of stuff, so I don't know what problem YouTube thinks is there. Let's go ahead and maximize this so that I can see things clearly. This is my house. Some interesting things to note: you can put up signs, in the signs support Unicode character sets. So, like, I've got some Japanese in here, I've got some English in here. I haven't tried anything else because I don't really care. I've got this thrall, and she'll look at me. She's like a fighter, which means I can't. She won't do anything like that I want her to, because I've got this blacksmith thing going, making stuff, and it's really slow going. A nice thing about the game, is that crafting happens overnight, but it feels like items do not decay overnight because, except maybe not, because this is really, really slow. Like, super slow. You know, because crafting some things takes a really, really, really long time, and having to play for all the crafting would really suck. But there's some nice things going on here. Now I've been waiting to make a fire pit so that I can start making steel. I think that's No, I need 25, right? Yeah, 25, okay. Let's go ahead and just grab some meat in case I get more hungry. And this is my house. I have like this room right here, which is like a nice little annex. Maybe I'll put like a chair and a table here. I don't know. I haven't learned those recipes yet. Here's my bed. My bed placement sucks. I'm not happy with it at all. Um, I have a closet next to my bed, and this is where I keep all of my skeletons. And then I have this big fucking room, and on the PV on the online server, I have some crafting things in here, but I didn't put them in here, obviously, because you don't see them here, and so I don't know what this room is for. Then I have this even bigger room here that I'm still building, and I don't know what this room is for, but it's bigger than the one below, which is bigger than the one below, which is exactly the same size as the one below. I've actually been thinking of expanding this a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe adding some windows. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing with this fucking place. I'm just kind of building shit. But I need to make 10 more strings. And that's the reason why I was coming here and I forgot that. Vegetables. So let's craft string. There we go. As I mentioned last time, crafting is really nice because I can do this handcrafting stuff while still running around and grabbing shit. And yeah, that's convenient, especially like if you're in combat and you need to make some arrows or things. Like, I don't know what kind of things you'd want to make. But we'll go ahead and put this next to the blacksmith thing, even though that's not really very useful or helpful. It's not done crafting it. I think I just canceled that shit. We can get water. So one of the things about building these forts is that as you expand, things no longer spawn near where you are. And interestingly, there's no real procedural generation in the world. I believe that all of the rocks are identical everywhere. And unfortunately, one of the things about expanding your base is that you lose some stuff, because like right here there was a big bonfire and there were some dudes there, and my plan was just to farm that camp to get some slaves so that I could make thralls for crafting, and that just kind of didn't happen because it disappeared. So that made me sad. But let's go ahead and just put that right there. And this is awesome because now all of a sudden I can take the aloe that I've been picking up and finally start making healing potions. Because one thing that sucks in this game is the inability to get healing, like on demand. But you can just pop this in here, pop in all of those. We'll go ahead and just use some wood for kindling and fire. That'll probably work. Let's keep that. Now there is another source of healing in the game. If you are a follower of Mitra, you start off with the Temple to Mitra, and you can make these ambrosias, which are essentially rejuvenation potions. But there appears to be a bug with the temples in that things disappear. Like, things that you craft disappear. Like, I should have I should have a whole fuck ton of these manifestations of zeal and quite a few ambrosia, but I don't. Now, if you're in single player, you can kind of fix that because you can go into the admin panel and spawn shit. You can spawn like all of the things. So, I mean, this is kind of cool because it lets you see what all's in the game and experiment with it. But I try not to do that kind of stuff. Just because that'd be fucked up. There is one thing that I have done, and that's I've made myself level 30. Because in my single player game, I'm not at level 30, but I'm really close. So I kind of feel like I don't want to have to fuck with I don't want to have to fuck with leveling up again. So I just decided to do that. Now I didn't really change my experience. I just set my level, and so I have a lot of experience points to go before I can do anything. Related to that, because you get levels, you get new recipe slots when you level up. Like I can't learn anything new, so like I can't make a crude stone sword because I elected not to learn it, which means I can't make the iron sword or anything or any of that. Hang on just a moment. Sorry, lung issues. However, I made a bow, and I have a tier 2 bow. And bows are fucking badass. I'm using basic arrows for this, I think. And the game just kind of froze. Okay, there we go. It had to load up this thing that was just open. So I'm just using the base arrows, and and yeah, this guy died in one hit. And that's pretty awesome. Now let me check out something here. Okay, I have. We're going to. I need more leather, not hide, but leather. It'll be fine. It won't be fine. Hang on, let me fix my truncheon. And we're going to go take a slave. Because why not? It is Conan. Now, I won't actually be able to do anything with my slave because the Lesser Wheel of Pain can only train one slave at a time, and you can't even put other slaves in it. Which is annoying as all hell. Let's go ahead and put these somewhere like here. Yeah, let's just do that. And I'm gonna trash this crap and that crap. Put this in here, start making some more ambrosia, drop the rotted flesh that I'm carrying around now. One frustrating thing about the game is that as far as the putrefaction decay on meat, you won't eat the most rotted piece of meat, you always eat the best piece of meat, so you can't game the decay system on food like you might want to. So, let's see. There's just one dude up here, and I think that if I shoot him with my arrow, he's going to die. Oh, okay. And look at that. Fucking dangly dong. Okay, so I was hitting him with the Holy Thing in Mitra, but now I'm hitting him with the truncheon, and he'll eventually get knocked down. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Okay. So this is a fighter that I don't really want at all. But, oh, there's something else around here. I don't know what. But we'll go ahead and drag him around. And the dragging around physics is fucking hilarious. I mean, he's just straight up fucking ragdolled over everything. So dragging around people while you're in combat, it's kind of fun. There is a timer on how long they stay knocked out, which is like I think 5 minutes by default. So like I can be in combat. I'm just dragging this fighter here with me, and just hit this guy. Not because I need to, because I want to. And isn't that what Conan is all about? I'm still in combat. Oh. Okay, so now one thing about taking slaves is that you always have to have your rope out. Because I mean, I guess it's to balance it so you can't use your bow and arrow or your shield, which is annoying as all hell. Because there's a lot of stuff that I kill by just kiting it. And now dragging them underwater is great. I don't think they can drown, because while most stuff doesn't most stuff doesn't chase you into water except for like crocodiles. Certainly not humans. They'll never follow you into the water. But just, I mean, come on, look at that. Is this not the best? Dragging thralls through water is the fucking greatest. Now, unfortunately, I think I'm taking him to this, and he's gonna... I'm not gonna be able to add him to it. Like, no more room on the station. So I can't even just, like, stick him in the queue and craft him later, which is too bad. So maybe I'll just, like, dump him off next to my fighter thrall. I do have a suspicion that all the people you find in these low-level areas, that looks so uncomfortable, are going to be fighters. Like, this is a fighter. This, I mean, she's hard to mouse over, but she's also a fighter. Also, I don't know how to give them armor or weapons or any of that shit, which is frustrating. But yeah. So this is like my little domesticity thing. I have some good arrows here. And now we are going to go on an adventure. Let me see, are you done smelting iron? Yeah, you're done with all the iron I have. I will say that one big sad thing that this has for me as far as the crafting is that you can waste fuel if you don't if you're not there to turn things off. Like it won't automatically turn off crafting for you. Oh shit. Which can be frustrating. So let's go ahead and make some arrows. Why can I only make 3 arrows? Because I only have 30 branches. So now we're going to go on an adventure. I am saved at my base, and we're going to go get some iron. There may be other places to get iron that are closer to where I'm going, but I don't know where they are. So we're not going to go to those other possibly closer places. Instead, we're going to, you know, kill this fucking crocodile in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 arrows. And it's like, dude, crocodiles, which before were fucking nightmares, now they're just easy sources of thick hide. And that is spiffy. I mean, honestly, the biggest problem with them is the issue where you might run out of arrows. Now, I think this is going to let me demonstrate another problem with the game. If this guy ever aggroes on me, he'll aggro on me soon. Don't worry. Okay, so he's chasing me now. The way that this handles like mobs and stuff is really frustrating. Unless they manage to fix it in whatever patch is updated from between now and yesterday. So it used to be that mobs would teleport right in front of you or right next to you while you were running away from them, and that was annoying, especially in the case of crocodiles, because you can't get away from crocodiles. You can get away from everything else though, everything else that I've found. And while I haven't found all the mobs, I'm sure, um, like this is a different crocodile. You know, I don't feel like that's an unexpected chain of events there. Yeah, it used to be that they were teleporting next to you. Okay, so well, that's good. Yeah, because that's a different crocodile. Well, good. They fixed it. Okay, see, there you go. That teleporting thing. See how there's two crocodiles? And there were only two crocodiles before? Okay, so there's still some kind of weird, you know, and where they just fucking teleport in front of you again. And, you know, and that's kind of frustrating. But we can go ahead and kill him, no problem. Okay, now these guys are really bad until you get medium leather armor. Once you get medium leather armor, they're not so bad, because below medium level armor, you don't have enough poise to be able to fight them. Let's go find my torch. Here's my torch. Not 7, 6. There we go. And chop this guy up. Get all this savory flesh, which I'm about to destroy. Make more arrows. Let's repair this. And drop savory flesh. Good. Drop bones too, because I don't have any use for bones right now. And bones are so easy to get, I'm not going to worry about it. You know, and honestly, once you get some gear, you know, that you know, teleporting bug that they have isn't so bad. Now, just looking at this as far as a survival game that you don't have to play with assholes. In other words, single player. You know, it just came out of early access, so like I wouldn't feel like, I guess Subnautica right now is my gold standard for sandbox games, because it's a pretty world, the graphics are great, the controls are great. They're fucking updating it every month. It seems like there's a new content patch. You know, where they're just constantly adding stuff in. So I can't compare it to that in an honest way, but I'm gonna do that anyway because I'm an asshole. The graphics, you know, I think are really good. You might have seen briefly the, you know, from the loading thing. I mean, this is designed for NVIDIA video cards, the way it's meant to be played, and it uses the Unreal Engine. You know, so it's got that going for it, because the Unreal Engine is really good. The oh my god, this has a lot of lag in my stream. The you know, the controls are fine. Nothing's terribly unintuitive. Melee combat, in my opinion, really kind of sucks, but I don't think I like melee combat in almost any video game. There was an old game that came out. It used the Half-Life engine called Xenoclash, I think it was. That was supposed to be this revolutionary thing where they experimented with all of the uh, stuff. I mean, they experimented with a bunch of different things, but its primary focus was in making a melee combat engine. I don't know if I can really like sneak in here to kill someone. Like, what are you? Man, oh, dude, nope, not gonna happen. Not if there's more than one of you. Taking slaves by yourself is gonna be really hard unless you have really overpowered gear compared to the place you're invading. But Xenoclash was designed to be a melee game, and yeah, I never really got into it. I don't really. I mean, other people said that the engine was pretty good. I don't know if it was. There we go. Come at me, sweetheart. There's another person with a bow and arrow shooting at me. Stop that! You're still shooting at me, bitch. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. Oh, come on. How can I beat you over the head with my stick if you don't come back into range? Okay. Oh my god. You do a lot of damage. Let's, I did not bring any fucking heal potions with me. Okay, well, we're not going to take a slave. We're just going to get iron. I'm tired of getting my ass kicked. Why is this... Why is my stream acting so weird? There we go. So yeah, I don't really know if Xenoclash had a good melee system. All I know is I didn't like it. I mean, to me, almost all melee systems basically devolve down into, you know, not the George Foreman, the Gordon Freeman school of I hit them with the crossbow or the crowbar over and over again, and they fall, or they don't, and you die. There are other, like there's one PvP brawler that's like I think what's it called, like chivalry warfare or some shit like that. You know, where they specifically focus on that. I've never tried it out because melee combat just ain't where it's at for me. I like my bows, I like my spells. You know, that's how I roll. Now here, like that, like fucking antelope thing that for some reason is not attacking the hyena is that fucker's made out of rock, which is weird. Now here's my home away from home. Although I do have a sleeping mat in there, it's not really my intention to use it. It's really kind of just my emergency getaway. Fucking hyenas that apply the a debuff that prevents you from moving are a pain in the ass. But I have these 2 boxes for storage, like just in case. One of the bad things about the bow is bow hunting these antelope doesn't work very well because they run too far and too fast. But now here's where the strategy part comes in, as far as getting in and out of places. Let's go ahead and dump that because I don't need it. Dump that because I don't need it. Dump that because I don't need it. Keep the sticks just in case I want to use those for something, like more arrows. Here's where it gets tricky because hyenas will cripple you and they run faster than you do. So you pretty much have no choice but to fight them. And they are, in my opinion, one of the hardest enemies in the game because of that. Not because they themselves will do a whole bunch of damage, but they let other people creep up to you. There are also spiders in the game that also slow you down, but you can dodge them. They're really annoying because they're ranged. And see, like, here's some fucking hyenas, and they've got that big dude with them. And that is the reason why I have this little hut. So if I need a safe place to hide, I can do that. But I do. Oh, I don't have new arrows though. If I had my new arrows with me, I would totally be down for trying to duel one of these rock antelopes. They have a real name. I don't remember what it is. Like these rhinoceri. They are hard as fuck. I mean, you can totally cheese them. Shit. Oh my god. Ooh! I'm gonna... Okay, that was not fair. I couldn't run away. Ow. Now, here's the annoying thing about Conan. When you die far away from where your respawn point is, you gotta sit and stare at this screen. And that makes me sad. Because this may take several minutes, and it doesn't feel like that should be the case. It just doesn't. But had I been able to get back to my hut, I'd have been able to cheese them by just shooting out of the windows that I had there. And had I slept on my mat that was right there, I would have teleported back to my little hut. But then when you die after that, you start back out in the initial starting zone at some random point there outside of the map. And that is a pain in the butt. There are server settings which allow people to steal your stuff after you die. There are also server settings which make you drop all of your inventory when you die. So you have to make a corpse run to get your shit back. As someone who played EverQuest for far too long, I will never play a game that makes you do a corpse run. As a matter of fact, when I started playing World of Warcraft, not having to make corpse runs were the best thing about that game, in my opinion. I was killed by Rhino. Well, then it's too bad I didn't have that other fucking inventory, because then I'd be able to put that shit away. Let's go grab that, put this there. Put these hides over here. Now, this is part of what I wanted to show from running way over there. You may recall, you probably don't, that when I left, all of this space was clear. I had chopped down all these trees, gathered all these rocks. All of this was plains. And it's all gone now. All this shit is back now. And it just kind of sucks. Well, let's find out what happened to that slave body. Oh, it disappeared. Maybe she killed it. And that can be kind of frustrating because here we go. Because here in this top level, I'm going to have trees growing through my building. Look at that shit. There's a tree in my house. And that's... Man, that's not cool, bro. Oh, there is one other simple thing that I think I can show here. If I still have items. Okay. So I have here some sandstone foundations for building fences. All these things over here are sandstone foundations. You may notice there's a big fucking hole right there. You may notice that there's a place, one that seems like it got placed improperly. There's another couple over here that seem like they got placed improperly. The reason for that is because placement of items in this is such a pain in the butt. Sometimes. Like it's obvious where I want to put it. I want to fill the hole. And it seems like it's actually working now, so fuck this game. But all of these others got placed here because I was trying to find a position to swim in to put the item there. And a lot of times you have to build out entire other bits of infrastructure just to get the placement right. Not because ordinarily that building spot would be disallowed, but just because it's so finicky. This is another place that I was having a big problem with, but now it seems fine. Other times, there are issues with substructure requirements. Like, not so much foundations, but that you need this pillar. Like, look at this pillar here. Look at what it's supporting. Okay. It's supporting this bit of the wall. But, if I destroy it, there we go. Look at what else falls. That falls. Why did that fall? What does this pillar have to do with that? And if you can't figure out some of these connections of as far as like, you know, where you need supports for what, this game can be fucking maddening as far as base building. Now, having said some negative things about this, let me just say that as far as just a world to roam around in, it's nice. If you're playing this solo, you can build something. But if you want to build something nice, it's going to be really, really hard. Taking slaves is easy if you're willing to just get like the shit level 1 fighter. If you want to get like an actual blacksmith that you can stick in your blacksmith thrall slots down here, you're going to have a bad time. If you're trying to get enough iron to be able to make like let's see here, like this, you know, stone brick foundation. Well, this is going to take bricks, which you make from stones, stones aren't hard to get, but in order to make stones, you need to get a furnace, which takes a whole bunch of stones. Okay, that's fine. To get shaped wood, you have to make a carpentry bench, and that's fine. But these iron reinforcements you make by getting iron bars, and this is super fucking slow. Like, log out of the game, go play something else, go to sleep, you know, do other shit with your life, that kind of stuff. And, you know, so you got to smelt them into iron bars, and getting iron bars is really, really hard if you're solo, because there's so much out there, and there's hyenas everywhere that cripple you and then mean you can't get away. Also, like with the rhinoceros that cripples you so you can't get away. Other annoyances are the fact that this tannery requires bark. It only takes bark. If I put in wood and then try to turn it on, it doesn't work. If I put in coal, try to put it in, doesn't work. And that's annoying. And the way that you get bark is not from chopping down a tree. Because look, here we go. If we chop down the tree, I get wood, branches, wood. If I want to get bark, I use a pickaxe. And then I get wood. All I got was wood. Okay, so wood. Okay, all I got was more wood. Okay, so I come over here and I go, wood. Oh, there we go. I got 3 pieces of bark. 10 pieces of bark. 10 pieces of bark to basically 200 pieces of wood. And these 10 pieces of bark are going to burn for 4 minutes. And in these 4 minutes, it's not even going to get through 4 pieces of hide. So what I'm trying to say is that Getting the resources that you need, even though that should be really easy, is really fucking hard. Either it's tedious because of how you have to get only a little bit from a lot of gathering, but it's also counterintuitive because why would you use a pickaxe on a tree? Like you wouldn't. And if using the pickaxe on the tree is what you're supposed to do, well, let's see. I get 10 pieces of wood, or um, or 14 pieces of wood, this way. So, well, I guess if you want a little bit more wood, then you use the hatchet. But there's no reason to, because you're going to need so much wood for everything else. You need wood for fuel and stuff like that. So there's that tedium. Then there's the tedium of having to encounter like arbitrarily many hyenas on the way to, an iron deposit that you know of, which is out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Now, as irritated as I am by all that, this game has been in early access for a week, 2 weeks, and it's fine. Like, it's legit fine. As far as exploring the world, I don't really feel comfortable doing a lot of it because of how easily, people die. Well, how easily I die. Fuck other people. But the mechanics seem fine. I'm still able to tool around and talk about and play this game for an hour. See, like here's a hyena. See, here's what happens if you try to run away from a hyena. You get crippled. See, trying to run away, I'm crippled. Can't get away. Just fucking hits me. So if I run away, I die. So I just kind of hit him. And apparently there's sound delay issues. And I've gotten this far pretty much solo. I mean, I did boost my level a lot just to make things go more quickly. But I don't feel bad about it, like, in the slightest. In the slightest at all. I don't know if I think the world's very pretty. I typically really like the aesthetics of desert environments. But this really just kind of seems like a bunch of, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever it is. This is what I was talking about, how no one will follow you into the water. I think the hyena will go out a little bit more deep. But, I mean, look, he's just right there. And he's still trying to bite me. What's his problem? And he's not drowning. Now, that crocodile. Let's see. Did I hit the croc? I don't think I hit the croc. Okay, so one thing about the using the bow and arrow in the water, it sucks. There's definite light refraction issues or something going on. The crocodile's not following me. Weird. Oh well. I'm not really gonna worry about it. One other thing about crafting. Okay, so I had this misplaced item, and if I want to like fix it, then I can remove it, and look at how many bits I get back. I get 14 stone and 1 wood, but in order to make it, you need, I think, 3 or 4 times that. Stone foundation. Yeah, you need 4 times that amount, basically, which kind of sucks, because if you're placing stuff and you fuck up, you're just screwed. So that sucks. I mean, I don't know. The game is fine. I'm enjoying it. I mean, like, as far as like the nudity thing, I can't double click to unequip things. As far as the nudity thing, like I don't really care. I mean, everyone pretty much looks the same. I don't really think it's a big deal. There's going to be some, backlash in places like, oh well, there's dangly dicks everywhere, and why don't we, like the absurd complaint right now, and I think it is entirely done in the spirit of absurdity. Is, why don't we have you know what is it, like meat flaps is what they're calling them, vaginal lips sizers, and why can't you mess with that? But come on. Oh, in one observation, boob physics applies to men. So I go equality. I don't know. I'm having fun with the game. Um, I'm probably not going to play it very much until the next content patch drops because there's not really a lot for me to do. I mean, I can go get more. Oh yeah, I won't run out of wood. I can get more, stone and build things and explore like that. But there's nothing really interesting to do. When you start the game, there's like this big huge tablet thing that says, oh, you're in exile and shit sucks, but so go forth and do things, and it doesn't matter because whatever road leads you to the city. I assume this is the city. I have not gotten here yet. I imagine if I were to, use one of the cheat codes, like you can come in here and like cloak and invisible, and go, so you have like no clip. Um, you know what? Why the fuck not? Movement speed multiplier 9. Apply. Let's see how fast that is. Okay, that's pretty fast. Oh, that's really fast. Okay, and let's see, admin panel. Ghost. I'm like super slow now. This is annoying. Is it because I'm on water? No, it's because of this. Oh shit! Like if I don't. Oh shit! This is gonna work. I'm fighting. I don't have collision with the ground. Ah! No! Okay, well this doesn't work. Oh wait, I'm floating up. I'm floating up. Okay, what happens when I turn this off then? Okay, let's 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 do that. Huh. Okay, well then Ghost doesn't work very well. I was killed by myself. Okay, so let's go back into the admin panel, and we're gonna set our speed to 100 maybe. Apply, and then give me cloak. There we go. And let's see about. Let's see what's in that city. Oh my god, I'm moving so fast the game can't figure out what's here yet. Oh, okay, there we go. Let's see. I'm just gonna go upriver. In my other single player game, I have a little tiny little base. Let me see if I can find it. I mean, it's not going to be in this one. Oh, yeah, I destroyed that game, so it doesn't matter. I destroyed that one to create this one. But I had a little base that I was starting, I think, like right around here. Yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna come up here and do some exploration. Wait for this to load. Oh my gosh, this loading. Huh. Well, isn't this fun? You know, it's taking a long time to do this when your stream catches up to you. Oh, so there's some people here. Can I see what they are? No, just some dudes. I think you probably have to like kill them before, you know, or discombobulate them before you can see what class they are. This dude's probably a shaman. I wonder what happens if I shoot him. Okay, come on, inventory, open up. You can do it, inventory. Well, let's see what kind of news is going on right now. Jeff Sessions got confirmed. Kellyanne Conway only got counseled for using a federal office to tell people to go buy things. Oh god, this is slow. Why is it taking so long to do this? Okay, well, this is obviously being a pain in the butt. So maybe I will just end the stream here with this. Just in general, I think that the game is fairly well done so far. We're only 2 weeks into early access, and while I'm forced to not do things in game, I will see how much it is on Steam. Right now on Steam, they're asking $30 for it. This is not a $30 game. If this game goes up in price between now and release, they nah, they don't. Oh, and there's another thing: the so-called Barbarian edition of Conan. Like you get some kind of server hosting benefit. Let me see. What is it? Um, oh, okay. So they have removed it. You used to get like a lifetime discount with some server thing, and that's no longer the case. Okay, so this is an archer. That's good to know. That dude's probably a level 1 archer. Okay, now let's continue the long trek. Oh, there's the building wall. And it looks like there is a road to the west of here that goes up into the city. Is this it? This Maybe it just keeps going up. And I know you need to go up to get to the city. Conan. Okay, so yeah, I did want to warn you about the what was it called, like PingNet or something? Some some server software. You got like a lifetime discount. So if you wanted to host a Conan server with them, uh, then yeah, you could do that for a discount. I've seen server prices ranging like a couple of dollars per slot for a month, and uh, that seems really expensive. So I don't know about that. Oh, this I'm gaining corruption. No, let's not do that. Why is there corruption over here? This city is a bad place. What the hell? I'm being all corrupted and shit. I don't like this. Oh, do you see one of these bat motherfuckers? There's a bat motherfucker. There's a fucking like skeleton motherfucker. Come on. There's a slow loading boss that's hard to deal with. I don't know what's up with this. Let's look at CPU. No, it's using you. It only uses 4 gigs of memory. That's a little bit disappointing. I will say, totally tangentially, one of the really nice things I like about using, Premiere, and some other graphics apps. I don't use Photoshop. Is that it uses so much memory. I mean, I have 32 gigs in my computer, and when I see something using like 28 gigs, all to its own lonesome, that's just a good feeling. Makes you feel like you didn't waste all that money on that. So slow. Oh, Elizabeth Warren was on the Daily Show. Cool. Okay, here we go. Just hitting this dude in the head because I can with my tiny little holy mace. Oh god, and now I have to wait for it to load this? Oh my god. And I defrag my hard drive every so often, so I don't have to deal with shit like this. Let's see, what do I have like for sideshow stuff? I can't look, can I? Not without fucking things up. I picked up some other little game that I was gonna use just to tool around when I'm working, like waiting in queue, whatever. Can't remember what it was. But certainly not this, because this is really slow. I wanted to use State of Decay for a while, but I play it with a controller, and my controller times out every so often. And that was... Oh, I remember what it was. I was going to play Solar. Well, not Solar, but Solar 2 is a really fun game. I really enjoy it. Okay, well, this is waiting has gone long enough and boring enough. So I'm gonna the stream here. No one watched during the stream, I don't think, but that's fine. Either way, if you come back after the fact, I do appreciate your viewership, and I hope that you have a very, very lovely day.